It's a when life moment, cause life fucking sucks.
Hello there, everybody. My name is Мерлин. Joining me today is state your name.
Mirza, me.
Yes, Мiрза.
Yes.
How are you doing today, man?
Well, actually, I slept a lot, weirdly, because, well, not weirdly, because I didn't sleep much last night, but yeah,
So it's a good sleep, yeah.
that's about it.
So you wanna explain what this is? What we're doing right now?
So what we're doing in our first podcast, because why not?
Mhm.
We're gonna talk about my school experience because I just graduated high school.
You're
and why
educated?
not? Well, you see, going to school doesn't mean the knowledge went to my brain. So it's kind of just like, whoop,
It just goes over, but you went there. That's the
yes.
point.
Yeah, not willingly though.
So, primary school, middle school, high school. Which stage of school would you say was the best for you? Like where did you have the most
the
fun?
the peak was in high school because that's when I learned to know how to not think about stuff too much and actually like live life.
Yeah.
No one taught me that, but like, yes.
You learned it yourself, yeah?
So yeah, so why not we just start from like elementary.
Yeah,
So
go for it.
So when I first went into elementary school, you
Yeah.
know what I did?
What'd you do?
I cried a shit lot because
I
all
think
I wanted to do in life was to watch TV at home.
I think everyone or most people I know in elementary school cried. When I was in elementary school, you know what was a sight that I will never forget? There was like this place which was made for everyone to be there. So kids were crying and the parents were just sitting next to them listening to them cry. They had that part of the school.
Bro. I don't know why. Just the fact that there's like too many people, too many kids that I don't know, and the teachers was like huge, so I would get scared
Yeah.
and I'd cry a lot.
I think
went
it's
to the,
mostly
what do you
it's
call
just
them?
the separation anxiety, right? The fact that you're going away from your parents and you've been at home before that, right? Before that, you don't really. Do you go anywhere
Possibly,
before?
yeah.
Yeah,
Most
right.
likely.
This is like a new place,
I had a
new
yeah,
people, you know. Yeah.
I had a best friend near home, and
Yeah.
I didn't hang out with them anymore since I had to go to school.
Why is that?
Yeah, because I mean, he had to go to school. I had to go to school, deal with school stuff, and we didn't go to the same school, so we didn't
Oh,
hang out
that
much.
always sucks. The thing with me was before
Happens a lot in my
elementary
life.
school, I didn't really have friends. I just stayed at home, watched TV. It was only in elementary school that I made friends. Yeah.
For me, it was backwards actually. I have no friends at school. Okay, elementary.
So was there any
Wait,
anything
yeah,
any
elementary, first grade.
experience in elementary school? The fucking
A lot kind of happened since I did not want to go to school, but there was this bully thing that happened in like the second semester of my first grade.
you
I
guys have
think.
semesters in elementary
and
school?
his-
What the fuck?
Wait, is it elementary or first? What's it called? What's the school stages again? Or
Well,
am
I
I
know
being
it's.
dumb?
I don't know how it is for you, but like, okay,
Yeah.
first grade is elementary. I would say that. I think up to like fifth grade or fourth grade.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm right. Okay. We have like 2 semesters for every school level. So once semester 1, semester 2.
Yeah,
Simple.
yeah.
So yeah, semester 2, I got bullied by the bully and his friend, and then the bullying kind of went on and off because it mostly wasn't me. Mostly was just the friends I was talking with for
Yeah.
some reason. And then at this one time, my bully's friend, because he didn't really bully me, he's just like beside him.
Yeah, they were just
Uh,
like they were
he
just
kind of
like the
like went
goons, you
on to
know.
yeah,
Eh,
yeah. Like he went on to me and was like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I pushed him. He cried. I'm like, yeah, like
You
that.
pushed the bully's friend.
Yes.
You
he
didn't get
cried
told off or
on
anything
the
for
ground.
that.
No,
What the fuck?
I don't. No. Nothing happened. It was just me pushing. He cried. Done.
So now you're the alpha. You just showed yourself as the king of the pride. Yeah.
I still didn't want to go to school.
I don't think. I don't think so. I don't think bullies were the only reason that most people don't go to school. You know, there's other stuff related to that. Like, it's not. I
Yeah.
mean, students bullying, you can at least like somewhat deal with it depending on where you go to. If you go to like a really shit school, then of course you're not gonna do anything about it.
Yeah.
But like sometimes it's even the fucking teachers, dude.
True, I did. I don't. My teachers were actually pretty nice. I was just, out of my home for a
Yeah,
long
most of the
time.
people
It's
in
only for
elementary
like
school.
what, 5 hours?
Yeah, it's not that bad.
But I just can't.
So for
But
me, it was
my
even
school
more
also
stupider than
required
you,
like a lot
dude.
of learning. What happened?
Like, how far was your school from your house?
Actually, not that far. 5 to 10 minutes with a scooter ride with my mom would.
That mine was
Yes,
you had to cross the street.
just just walk.
Walk the street, yeah. Cross the street and you're there, school. And I
Well,
cried like a
so
bitch on the first day. It was as if
you went
I
there
felt
alone?
like no, actually my parents used to take me. I didn't have to go alone,
Mm.
but like the first day when I went to school, I cried like a bitch, dude. I'm not even joking.
But why?
Why I
Any
don't
reason?
I think it was mainly one of the my parents, if I tell them this right now, they won't believe me. But the main reason why was because, dude,
What?
I went there, right? And everyone else was fucking crying. So what am I supposed to do? Yeah, I saw every other student,
Not cry?
dude, everyone else was crying. So I thought, maybe that's what we're supposed to do. So I
Just
just,
the trend. Let's go.
let's go,
Cry.
bro. Hashtag social media. So I just started bawling my eyes out. And I remember to calm me down, the teacher gave me like an elephant toy. And she gave it to me. And I took the toy from her and I was still crying when I took it. And she was like, this child must really be traumatized.
But isn't everyone else also traumatized?
Actually, everyone is. The first day, the school, the day the session was supposed to, it actually started late because everyone was fucking crying.
But that's just stupid.
That is
That's
stupid.
just stupid.
That is stupid.
Really stupid. But you want to know also what happens at school, like
What?
in the end of school? Because every Wednesday, I believe, we had Boy Scouts. Everyone, even the girls, had Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts.
Girls had Boy Scouts.
But what I would, I- yeah, essentially. But what I'd do in the end, or like after a while, because I didn't want to move my body that much,
Yeah.
because even though it wasn't intense, it was still like not a thing I wanted to do. So what I did was I hid behind the trees, and the big dudes who'd like, what do you call them,
Chads?
not control, but like teach you to do Boy Scouts. They
Oh,
kind
like
of
the
searched for
instructors?
me, and it was really yes. It was, I would hide alone, which is I don't know, but they wouldn't not even like catch me in the end. So
Wow.
if I just sat there, it would be fine. It was a thing I don't know. I have friends, okay? Believe me.
Yeah, you're not lonely. I believe that.
Mhm.
I think you had Boy Scouts in elementary school?
Um, every stage of school, you'd
Oh.
have Boy Scouts.
What used to happen with me
But
was like
only
we had like a
once a week
week
though.
and we had one day reserved especially for like physical activity. So, like every Thursday, we'd all like the students in my class would like if there were 24 of us or depending on who came, if there were 24 of us, we'd be divided into 12 teams, two teams of 12 teams. What the fuck? Two teams of 12, I mean. And two teams of 12 and then we would play like football or something. That's what happened with me. That's what happened in primary school because the primary school I went to was kind of poor. They didn't have funding to do much stuff, so
uh,
we kind of had to reserve a lot to the imagination. Did you get food in school? Like, do they give you food?
oh yeah. In my first elementary school I went to, they did give us food. I really forgot about that, to be honest.
Dude,
But
I
I
have
used to look
never
forward to when
like
we get
received.
jelly.
I've never received food in any of my in schools.
Yeah, the first school was kind of like a big like deal of schoolness. I don't know. I don't care about school that much, but like it was a hard school to get into, and I got into it.
Oh,
I don't
like
know. I
like
shouldn't
they
be
had
mad
like
at that,
fucking. It was like
but I've
college,
actually been
but
like
primary school.
possibly. I don't know. But I moved twice in my elementary school, so I went to into
Oh.
three different three different schools because I had to move to my grandpa's house because my dad was working abroad, and then 2 years in the grandpa's crib, I followed my dad going abroad, but in a different country for some reason. But I went
Oh.
there for only a year.
I see.
But what happened was when I went to my grandpa's, because it's like I wouldn't say it's not a really a village, but we call it a village because
It's not really
it's
as
not the
urban as
city.
right now, but like a little bit, I guess. Suburbs. Isn't that what they call them? Suburban? Suburban.
I'm not American, so I don't know. But yes, it's old school. There's electricity, but like the houses are old school and stuff.
Yeah.
But when I went there, they put me into like the lower class. So there's A and B class. I was in the B class because I just went in there and they didn't know where to put me. And then I did not study as usual, and I ended up getting like the first rank.
Without
Yeah, I
studying?
was big brain. Yeah, without studying. So even I was surprised. It's just like
Whoa.
what?
Did
And my family was like, "Oh yeah, so smart." I'm like, "How?"
but what? But
I
how?
guess like half of the things. But
Dude,
how, brain?
my
How?
the first
But
exam I
also, what
remember.
happened there was,
Yeah, what happened?
oh yeah, no, you go.
Now mine was weird. My first exam I had was in kindergarten, right? And it was basically we had to write
Mm.
ABCs. We had to count. We had to write till 10. That's it. Next stage. And I remember, the for some reason it seemed as if like it wasn't really graded because I remember I wrote
Ah.
after A I wrote B and then I just stopped writing and my teacher was like, "Oh, you're supposed to write C, D, E, and F now." I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll just write it." And then she started dictating what I have to write, so I was okay. I'll just keep writing what she's saying, and then she just gave me the answer to the test, and I go next thing I know I'm in first grade. So technically speaking, if the school I went to had like a genuine grading system and someone looked into it, then I would have to repeat kindergarten, right?
Yeah, but like still kindergarten though. It's not that
It's
important.
not really school, yeah.
But it's still, it's like, you just wrote A V, and then you're supposed to continue that actually with this answer. Like,
And
oh,
then she, yeah, oh, okay. And what comes after that? Oh, this? Okay. Cool, 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 cool. So I'll just write that down. I'll just write whatever she's telling me to write.
this is weird though.
Dude, younger
This is
schools, like when
very
you're
weird
younger, yeah,
moments.
when you're
And
younger,
then
schools are like so weird. Like I
my
understand
friend
why
was
they're
like the
like
most
that.
difficult thing. I, I still hated being at school.
I mean,
I was
yeah, I'm
still
not
do
saying it's
now.
fun, but like it compare like high school life to like elementary school life. I
Yeah,
mean, it's kind of
because
stupid, but
I think
like still.
we know how to deal with it. I guess.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely,
with
yeah,
like
100%.
schoolwork.
Mhm. Because I
Because
genuinely do not remember
elementary, high
having
school.
like any homework up till middle school. Like in middle school, I had like very little homework. It was only in high school that the shit started piling up. Like I used to get,
Ooh, I've had homework all my life.
I had like homework in every class in like high school. In middle school, I had like homework in like one or two classes.
That's rough. Because I've only had one or two homework for each and every class or like grade in my school.
Bruh.
So I was pretty lucky on that.
Oh,
But yeah, I was gonna
you're saying a
tell you
story,
about
yeah.
what happened in the yeah, when I was in the suburbs, some would say. uh so I was, I guess, famous in my school because I was from the city. Because
Oh yeah, city kid.
I live in Indonesia, and I was from Jakarta. City kid, of course, famous. You know, haha. Where are you from? Jakarta. Oh wow, a lot of buildings. Yeah, even
Though
though I
I
didn't
assume
know
those
nothing
people
about
hadn't really been
the
there, so they
city.
just assume like, yeah,
Yeah, this is like the shit,
yeah.
but it's not. It's just traffic. But funny thing is, that school I went to
Yeah.
is where I got my first GF.
Ooh,
So
like
okay,
in
there was this
elementary?
girl who was crushing on me. Yeah,
What the fuck?
I didn't know what it was all about.
Oh
I knew
yeah.
about it because there's just there was this girl that crushed on me. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
huh, I don't like her though. she's she's way too in there, way too. So I kind of just like asked out her friend, I guess.
Yeah.
We kind of talked via like throwing papers at each other, and
Okay.
people started like a rumoring stuff and stuff. So I kind of just like, hey, why not? Let's see. She instantly said yes, and we did not do anything. She just gave me like arts and stuff that she made. It wasn't even like pen. It was like some weird brown stuff, ink, I
Dude,
guess.
why'd you
But
say
like
weird
it
brown
was
stuff?
smeared out with fingers. It's what I think is what you use the same thing as like what you use batik. You know batik,
No, what is that?
the Indonesian cloth. So it's basically a cloth pattern that we have, and the ink is brownish.
Oh, okay.
Most of them are brown.
It's
There's
like
different
a
inks that you can
old
use,
folk thing,
but
folk
to use
art.
brown, yeah,
Oh.
yeah, I guess. But yeah, she put this brown ink thingy on the piece of paper, writing my name, and yeah, all that's all I got. And my mom found out about it, and she's like, "No, this is no. Tell her no. We can't do this anymore, and throw this up." I was so scared. I was so scared of my life because I did not know where to store, so I put it in my bag. All
Then your first
and two
relationship was in
years.
elementary, yeah?
Yes.
Oh.
How about yours?
Yeah, same. Mine was more if you think her giving you drawings was weird, bro. This girl, you know, like how girls have clips in their hair?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, she used to
she
have
gave
like
you clips.
she used to have like these little like shit on the clips, like a butterfly or something. This she used to break
Uh,
off the butterfly shit and give that to me. That was my thing. Like I remember one time she had this clip which had like a plastic diamond on it. She broke off the diamond and gave it to me. And you know what's even funnier? I still
what was
have
it?
that diamond.
Oh,
I
do
still
you,
I still have it.
do you, why did you keep it? Why did you keep it?
I used to keep
Keep
it.
it.
I used to keep it. I used to go home, and then my mom used to make fun of me. But then one day, I got this box. Like my grandma gave me this box, and I was like, you know what?
Mm.
I'm gonna store the shit in that box. So I started storing it in the box. And when we moved, I was like, you know, I'll just take the box with me. And it had like weird rocks and shit. And I was like, I don't really care about it. I threw it out. But then the diamond, I just kept it. I don't know why. I still know where it is. I still have it. I don't know why. It's
Bro,
worthless. It's like a piece of plastic. But like, you know what? I kept it.
it would be funny if you like saw her
And I gave it to her.
or like meet her again.
This is
Just
my
like, yeah,
Kimi no Nawa, yeah?
well, I would just talk about it. I mean, could happen.
Dude,
It's funny.
I
It's
don't
like, oh, I
even
still have the diamond you
I
gave me.
don't even remember her name, all right? So
No. Unlike elementary, you grow face different. Oh,
I
sad.
remember what she looked like, but I genuinely have no recollection of her name. Forgot.
She probably looks different though. Well, I mean, anything could
100% did.
happen at this point. Anything could happen. But yeah. After I went to the suburb, I went abroad, and the school that I went to abroad was an American school. But
Oh.
the funny thing is, there's only like one or two Americans that I know. There's only one I remember from in my class,
So
and
like
because
no
it
one was
wasn't
really from
in
America in the
America,
American
it
school?
was in yes, because
Uh,
the placement of the country is North Africa, Tunisia,
you went to Tunisia for
very
school?
top of Africa. Well, no, because of my dad,
Oh, dude, my
so that's why I went there.
that's
Yeah,
funny that you say that because I have a cousin brother who works in finance and he also is in Tunisia.
Tunisia actually is a kind of good, kind of I like the vibe.
Never been there, but yeah,
But
sure.
yeah, there's a lot of what's it called? Difference, variety of different people and culture backgrounds, which was cool because there was no a thing called racism. I found people just hung out with people,
That's like the
unlike Twitter.
beauty of elementary school, you know? You don't really care about the background of others. You just hang out with them regardless of what. Oh, you
Yeah,
like
that's
Power
cool.
Rangers too? I also like Power Rangers. Let's hang out.
Yeah,
You know, back when the
just
criteria
hanging
for
out.
hanging out was Power Rangers. Now it's like what kind of phone you have, what kind of games you play.
Yeah, that happens. Yeah, but man, I kind of miss it, but kind of don't,
Yeah,
because
same.
I
We
didn't
were
know
we
what
were like we didn't really
how
have much of a
social was.
personality back then if you think about it.
Yeah, I kind of was just wanted to play Minecraft and watch YouTube all day. I mean, it's kind of different now, but I
I mean, back then, yeah.
I agree.
I think for the most
Well,
part,
actually,
what's up?
from that school, a girl essentially gave me this. Hold up, I forgot to prepare
Oh, he didn't prepare. God damn it.
this 3D printed teddy bear.
Okay, that is a.
S-
You guys, okay, for the people who are listening, not really watching, you guys know what a final mouse looks like? It's basically that, but a teddy bear. That looks pretty sick.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't directly give me this, but the way she gave me this was essentially giving me an award at school, or like
Oh,
a title of an award, so I can get
so
this.
we both have relics from past lovers.
And
I get
the
it. It's
title
fine.
was being a nice guy. She was my crush for a little bit. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
I didn't say anything about it. I just kind of like, yeah. It's, uh, but yeah, no. The title was being a nice guy.
Wait, I have a
Synopsis.
question for
I
you.
didn't even know much of English at that point. What was it?
How long have you been on like Discord? How long have you been active on like social servers on Discord?
Social servers on Discord now. I've only been active since Corona started
Would you say
to,
that being
you know,
on the social
become
servers
viral.
has made you more confident in your ability to speak to people?
Uh, on Discord, definitely. I don't know about real life,
You don't think it translates to real
cause
life?
I mean, I live. Maybe if I spoke English, I would be confident, but definitely not Indonesian, because Indonesian. Yeah,
Yeah.
I still struggle to listen the language and speak it. I speak better than I hear for some reason, because I'd hear what they say, and
Oh,
somehow
no, no,
my
I
brain
feel you.
just
I feel you.
blocks it, and
I
it's like,
feel you
nope,
100%.
it's so annoying.
Sometimes when they speak like too
Yeah, so I
fast
have
in
to
your
make
native
them
language,
repeat
you
that.
can't understand it.
It's not even that fast. It was slow, but my brain just says no. It's weird.
Doesn't allow it.
Even with my family. Yeah, no.
Segregation, man.
I don't. I mean, at least I am speaking to kittens on Discord. Let's
Okay.
go.
Okay, buddy.
Moving
Okay,
on.
buddy. Moving on. Okay, so elementary school, middle school. How about that?
Middle school. So I don't really remember a lot of middle school, but I remember the fact that I moved back here for middle school, and I was really, 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 really shy. Like I would put my head to my table after someone greeted me because I didn't know what to do, what face to make.
Whoa.
But he still yeah, the friend that greeted me, like, hi, my name's this, I'm Mirza. Yeah, I still talk to him. He's a cool guy. But what happened in middle school, I remember, that is when I started to make actual videos on YouTube, school vlog,
Oh yeah,
and
I've
they
seen them.
got pretty decent
Like the older ones
views.
from your
It
channel, right?
yes, it's very cringe. The audio is peaky, but it's a video.
What did you use to
I
record
look
those?
young. I look very young. A handycam, actually. I
You
still
were
have it.
allowed to take that
It's
to school?
the only thing that you can't have is a phone. So cameras were fine.
That's weird.
Yeah. You can't
I mean,
at your
high
school,
school I can take
middle school.
phones. In middle school, I don't really remember that, but what I do remember is what's it called? Some kid got caught with the phone. Teacher got mad, so the teacher thought it would be a good idea to
Ooh,
destroy the phone.
the a good idea to destroy. It's not like they could just like
Confiscate it and then
put
give
it
it back
away.
later. Yeah, well, no, he had to
Yeah,
destroy it. And I remember there was a big deal with the parents getting involved, and like teacher got fired.
yeah. Well, obviously, 'cause I mean, phones are not cheap.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, we had this rule like sometimes if you come to school alone in middle school, and if you like you take public transport or something, then if you want a phone just so you can tell your parents, hey, I reached school, so they don't have to worry about it. If both your parents work, we had this.
Yeah,
The teachers were like nice about it. They understood. What you could do was you could call them, and then before you go class start, you could just give your phone to a teacher and be like, ma'am,
yeah.
or miss, could you take care of this? I'll after class I'll take it from you. So after school gets over, you go back to her and she gives it to you. But no, this man was like, I have to destroy it.
What the hell? It's like if it seems like it was a sin for him for some
Yeah,
reason.
he was
Like
like
no phones.
religiously he was hurt by the fact
This-
that this child had a phone in school.
yeah, it was. That is odd. I never had that.
So
Yeah,
did the vlogging kind of thing in middle school help you like get out of your shell, or did it, like help you engage with others?
uh, yes, I was kind of famous for kind of bringing a camera and just making random videos, which I kind of did on and off.
Yeah.
Actually, like got like one of them got like hundreds of views, which I was surprised.
Whoa.
But I know, and I actually had semi beef with my senior because he was also making YouTube videos. But let me tell you, it was pretty crapperoony, and I made a whole video about it, right?
Yeah.
And they saw it. They didn't like it.
You made like a diss track?
The whole uh class, not a diss track, but like me just asking why did he put a vertical video in a horizontal
Oh my
like
god.
timeline, bruh. It was
Wow.
I said that, and he got pissed off.
That is wild.
And yeah, luckily they didn't do anything because it seems like they were a big wuss.
I mean,
Like they would talk crap about me in
all
front of
bark, no
me,
bite.
but like not directly. So like, oh, not even barking, just like a lot of blip 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 blip. So it didn't really bother me. But the
Fish noises.
teacher came up to me and like, Mirza, are you fine? I'm like, they're not doing anything. So like, yeah. So bullying in my life, not really a big problem because they just blah 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 blah.
For me,
Yeah.
it's kind of different
Oh, what happened?
because okay, so my mom is a counselor of my school. So a lot of times, if students have complaints, they go to my mom and they tell
Mm,
her, and she's like the one who deals with them because she's like a how do you say this, like an unbiased authority on this, because the
uh,
teachers know what happened. So most if it's an issue regarding a student, my mom's the one who takes care of it. Now the problem with that is in my grade, a lot of people thought I was snitching to my mom
what?
because she was a counselor.
Bruh.
Because now the thing was, she ended up
Yeah.
knowing about stuff which she probably wouldn't have, and I didn't tell her. Like I absolutely didn't. But she had other people who used to tell her about this stuff, and they assumed it was me because she was that was my mom. My mom's like, of course the mom's gonna talk to the
Mm,
son. She didn't really tell me much about the
yeah.
cases that happened at school, but a lot of kids used to assume. So I used to get singled out. I used to get left out a lot, like from activities and kind
Ooh.
of stuff. So I think definitely middle school was really really tough. And also there was this one period where I actually was very much into gaming in middle school. It's the only reason why, the thing that kept me going, kept the juices flowing.
Just came in.
Yeah, and in middle school I actually got
Just
a really
came in
good gaming
hungry.
PC. So, and people thought I was like trying to flaunt the fact that I'm rich with that, and that kind of gave me
Oh,
even worse rep.
yeah. Well, yeah, rep is a big thing at school.
Yeah, one hundred
I
percent.
found out, and I didn't really hang on to it.
You know,
I've never hung
you know
on to
what
it
I think is
because, like, I
best.
just what?
No rep is the best rep.
Mm, mm-hmm. Because when you get rep, you can get a lot of opinions from different
Yeah,
people, and like bullying can start.
I think
They
or
talk
the best
crap.
way to like put
But
it
if
is
you're on
like,
the down low,
yeah, exactly. Or if you're like, if you
yeah,
have good rep, then you're constantly gonna be worried about keeping it up. If you have bad rep, then you're gonna be constantly
Yeah.
worried about making it good. If you have no rep, then you just don't give a fuck. So
Especially when you're young, because like you don't know how to deal
yeah,
with that. No
hmm
one teaches you. This is like
bro. Actually, now that
I
now that you
mean,
say it, it's like one of those things that you
uh
can't teach. Yeah, it just comes to you, you know.
yeah, because like back then I thought being the famous kid was like what you wanted, but no, it's
No,
not.
no,
It's
no.
not really what you want in life. I mean, we learn. That's the point of school, I guess.
Yeah.
So I actually learned something at school,
Whoa, whoa,
which is
whoa.
not lesson based.
Hello, hello. Everyone, write this shit down.
Mr. Science Guy, Science Guy.
We're
Just
learning
kidding.
something.
Even though I'm still socially incapable of talking, but we don't talk about it.
I mean, I would say like getting social is like a learning process. You know, you go through it step by step. No one I don't expect someone to read one self-help book and then tomorrow they're like, "All right, boys, I'm the messiah. I fixed everything. Come on, babies, let's
Yeah,
talk." You know, you gotta go through it. That's the reason why they have steps, because you're supposed to follow the steps. You know,
yeah.
it takes time,
Yo,
but if you stick with it, you'll get there. Like it's I mean, it's a
but
tried and
like,
tested method. You know.
have you been able to be social at your school?
No, I don't really like to socialize at my school. The main reason is that most of the kids in my school, we have first of all we have different interests. The ones that do share the same interests
Yeah,
are absolute assholes, and I really do not want to engage with them. Like they're the kind of people who
that
would
is good.
become friends with someone and then stop talking to them later because of a dare. That kind of crowd. I really don't want to associate myself with them.
Yeah, that's a good thing because a lot of people actually get like into friendships like that where it's just bad.
Yeah.
Get yeah, which is yeah, you caught on really early, which is
No, I
actually
didn't,
pretty good. Well, no, because like you didn't want to be with them,
but I did.
but like usually what I see people, what you'd be friends with them.
No, what I meant
You,
to say is that I actually wanted, because I at first I didn't see it like this,
uh,
you know. I made an effort
oh,
to
okay.
become I made an effort to be friends with them, and every single time like I would think it's going well, then 2 days in they would like forget about me, move on, and then I used after that back then I used to take it like really really badly. I used to be like, God damn it, perhaps it was me, I was not good
Mm.
enough. But now that I look back on it, you know, who gives a fuck?
I mean, you learn anyways.
Yeah.
I've had a tough friends. You see, I have them, but like they're not really close.
I'm in possession of these friends, you
Like,
say.
yeah, but I don't like talk about my personal sufferings to them. Essentially,
Honestly, now I kind
yeah,
of regret doing that with most people I know, cuz like I like sometimes, you know, when people say, "Oh, I'm here for you, you can tell me whatever you want," but they don't mean that
and
shit,
then they dip.
and they don't mean it. Yeah,
Yeah,
when the time comes,
yeah,
cuz they don't think you're going to need it. But I think you should be careful what you're saying. Think about, you know what they say, you got to think before you say. This is one of those things, cuz sometimes you never know what people are going through, and sometimes they may just need that help, you know? And if you lie
yeah.
about it, it's
You
gonna
don't
fuck them up.
sugarcoat things.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, sugarcoating is a big problem.
Yep.
I think
If you ask someone
it's
to sugar,
polite, yes, but it's not good.
yeah, one hundred
It's
percent.
never good
So what? You just like to be
unless they
fed
want it for
lies?
some reason. Yeah, it's like yeah, it's cool that I think my life is okay, but in reality, I'm in debt. That's not what you want. You want to know that you're in debt so you can be prepared for life,
Okay.
so you can pay the debt. Essentially,
What is your
that's a
biggest
yeah,
like
that's important.
regret from elementary school? Like, what is one thing you absolutely regret doing or not doing?
Uh, mm, well, with the regret, I don't have much regret in life in general because, like, it actually made me be able to look back and learn.
Yeah.
So, like, with the whole girlfriend thingy, I kind of learned a bit that girls are weird.
Female
uh,
weird.
the bullying. Wait, I forgot to tell you about the bully. he actually taught me how to use chopsticks in
Oh,
like third grade. So so yeah, if it wasn't for him, I would not be able to use chopsticks.
wow.
But I don't regret much, even like the crying at school, because it probably helped me with like coping with school later
You
on.
don't have you're a man of
Subconsciously,
little to no regrets, yeah.
yeah. Even when I had a crush in middle school, I told her about it. And I didn't want a response because she liked another guy, and I knew that. I just kind of needed to tell her. It was
Yeah,
awkward, weird. She said it was fine. I'd move on.
I mean
So I
sometimes
kind of
just
don't
fucking
regret
saying that
anything.
like helps out. Just fucking telling them like, yo, this happened. I mean, even like
Yeah.
just get it off your chest, before you. Because if it stays in your head, you're gonna be like, oh, why didn't I do it? Why didn't I do it? Why didn't I do it? You're gonna regret it, and that's the thing. You don't want that.
At least I told
Fucking
her,
tell her, man,
even
or
though I
tell
had my
him.
chance. Oh, yeah, yo, not yet.
I
Well, what about you? Do you have any regrets at school?
think I don't really personally say I would say I have big regrets. I think one of my biggest regrets was in middle school and stuff. I used to these guys like they were all friendly to me. I thought like they were friends, and I kind of fell into it. But then they just fucking did something and then blamed it on me, and then I got because they were more, I was less. Teachers were obviously inclined to believe them. That was, I think, the one thing I would regret, just not hanging out with them at that point. The other thing I don't regret is fucking telling people, man. I have had so many crushes in middle school, and some of them I'm good friends with. I don't have feelings for them anymore, but they tell me that they liked me too, and I'm like, why the fuck did I not say it then, man? If only I had known.
Ooh,
Again, like you just told it, even though you knew it, and
yeah,
I didn't tell them because of fear of rejection. Because at that point, I was like, I was lonely, and I felt that if I said it, then it might make my situation worse. So I didn't.
yeah.
But like, who gives a fuck, I should have said it.
You just need to,
Yeah, just
yeah,
just
just need to
evaporate
express
that
yourself.
shit out, bro.
Like if you get a no, then it's just a no.
Yeah, it's not really
If they're
that big of
fine
a
with
deal.
it, they're probably a cool person. If they're
Yeah,
not
that's
fine, they're
also, I
probably
think, one
not a
that's one thing
person
that I
I want
realize
to be with.
now. Like if I tell someone I like them and they say, "Oh, that's cool. I really appreciate you telling me, but I don't like you the same way. I hope that's fine." And
Yeah,
I'm like, "Ah, it's a nice person." So I think it was good that I told them. But if they're like, "You, no, get the fuck out." Then your opinion of them changes. So now you're like, "Oh, I'm glad I told them. I'm glad I didn't, keep up with
yeah,
it." If that's the kind of person they are. It kind of ends up well, whichever way you go.
yeah. So guys, if you have a crush, anyone, tell them.
Just fucking
Even
do
though
it.
you get a no, I mean, yeah. If you get a no, move on.
Agreed, yeah.
It's okay. It's easier said than done, but like it's better than just bottling up your feelings and just not telling.
If you bottle it
Definitely,
up, it's gonna end up hurting you later, right?
the bottle gonna pop.
Like
It's
a
not what
soda
you want.
can. What?
Yeah.
The bottle gonna
Wait, that's not a
pop
bottle
like
though.
a soda can? What the fuck?
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
boys. High school. No, no, no. We're on the last, and
High school.
which is what you just graduated, right? Do
Finally,
you have
no
the?
homework.
Do you have like the
3 months of
official
nothing.
graduation certificate and everything?
No,
No.
because waste. Yeah, spent my last 1.5 years of school at home. I think more or less.
Yeah, same.
I don't know exactly. If I'm wrong, correct me. But oh, I spent a long time at
Dude,
home,
honestly, before
and
COVID became a pandemic, I
surprisingly, I
was at home
spent
too.
for
So,
like oh, how's that?
one of the main reasons was that my school actually ended a bit early because this was 10th grade, and after 10th grade we have 11th grade, which is like a kind of an important year because that's the second
Mm,
second last year of high school, and the jump from 10th to 11th is pretty big, like educationally speaking, like the difficulty level and everything. So what they used to do was they used to give us more time to, so because it was understood at that point that everyone in 11th is gonna take some sort of help from outside. So the time was basically given for us to prepare,
mm.
but I was way too smart for that shit. So you know what I did? I
What
fucking
did
stayed
you
at home.
do?
I played Minecraft. I used to make YouTube
Let's
videos.
go.
I used to play Apex Legends. I played that. I played like every single game that was on my bucket list. I bought it and I
Sheesh.
played it. And then school started, and
Yeah.
somehow I was ahead of everyone else. So that just shows that Perhaps I go to retard. I can't say that word. Fuck. Perhaps I go to stupid school.
Yeah. Or just like all you need is just not pressure yourself and just chillax.
Yeah.
That's also a thing. Because if you're just under stress, you get old quick.
Did you ever feel
This is
overwhelmed in high school?
overwhelmed. There would be only one or two projects that would be like, oh, this is so hard. I wouldn't be able to finish this. But after like doing it for 5 minutes, like, oh yeah, it's gonna be done in like another half hour. So no big deal.
So you're pretty
So
chill
almost
about this kind of shit.
something like those. But uh, the social life
Yeah.
is weird because girlfriends are being common, a
Yes.
common word
That
around
is
the
a very,
class.
very common word.
And I
I
would
agree with
hear
that.
these stories that I still kind of like hear every now and then on Discord even. But yeah, it's just I don't I don't know.
I mean,
I
do you
didn't
think do you think it's a
did I
good
have
idea to get
no
into a
not at school.
relationship in high school?
I still have no idea because it takes a different kind of person,
Exactly.
not a normal high schooler, definitely to like stay in a good relationship. But being in a relationship does teach you how to like deal with the relationship. So
Actually, yeah, because if
I
it
would
happens down the
say
line,
you'd
then you're
have to
gonna
know
suffer
your
more.
lines. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You just gotta know what you want in a relationship and
Yeah,
not be
true.
toxic.
You got to become the alpha Chad.
Okay. Yeah, which is being low key and not, showing off. which is which is the opposite of what it used or like what you
Yeah.
thought you should do. It's like, oh, I have this Pokemon card. Whoa. But, keep it to yourself.
No one cares about the
Uh,
Pokemon card. I'm looking at you, Rodney.
uh, freaking Rodney, man, showing off. Uh, yeah, no, high school did not really like. There's nothing much happened, but I remember in the start of 11th grade, since the teachers didn't come up to class often, me and the boys, right, would go to the cafeteria and just chill.
Wow.
Often, like in the early first semester. Yes. And we didn't get caught until English class. The teacher came into class and he gave us an assignment to do and we did it. It was easy. But the boys decided to go to the cafeteria even though he was there. And I was like,
That's a
you should
stupid
not
move.
do that. So I just stayed in class. But funny thing is, they got caught.
Of course.
And the teacher said, "Oh yeah, you shouldn't skip class. Be like Mirza. He's a nice guy. Like telling me to be like,
But you're the one who skipped all the class with those just by
even
chance.
though I skipped it just by chance. This one I didn't get caught.
Wow.
They didn't get too much of trouble, but like still funny. Yeah,
What
I
do you think
think
was the
that's
biggest up
more or less
of your high school life, and what do you think is the biggest down?
biggest up on my high school is probably both of them I could answer in one answer, which
Go
is
for it.
homeschool or like online classes. That would be my ups and downs.
Oh yeah.
Biggest up would be I don't have to go outside a lot.
Who
I
the fuck
don't
likes
have
that?
to like try and socialize with the girls, bro. Bro, the girls are so hard to talk to when you get into like a group assignment. They would just not talk,
Yep,
not
I
say
agree with
anything.
that. Yeah.
And I would ask, they would answer with like one word. They were so stiff. But then they'd have boyfriends in my class. So like, how did you talk to them?
Oh,
Question
yeah.
mark.
I
I
think
don't know.
I think if I think word moment. Hello. I think personally this might sound really stupid, but I think they're very 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 insecure about the fact that if they talk to another guy freely, they might end up liking them. So now at that point they're just
Yeah.
forcing themselves to like be as closeted as possible. I mean, this might not be the case with everyone, but I mean,
c-
that's the vibe you're giving me
That's
if you
what
do
you
that.
think.
Yeah.
Your experience. Yeah.
Actually, that's what
I
I
think
actually asked this girl once. We had a history project together, and I swear to God,
mm-hmm.
I did every single thing. The only thing she did was write the project
Bro.
itself. And I asked her why. I used to give her work to. I used to say, okay, can you get the pictures of this, this, and this? And she'd be like, hmm, what is And this was during this
Okay.
period was when we didn't have phone numbers or anything either. So all discussion had to be done in
Oh
school.
my.
So I tell her, can you get me this? I
Ooh.
need these pictures for the project. She would not do it. And I one day just straight up asked
Oh.
her, why won't you fucking do it, man? Like I asked you like 7 times. What's the deal? Oh, it's because I have a boyfriend and I don't want to end up, something happening between us. So like I'd rather not do the project that's like 50% of our grade because boyfriend.
Yeah, different way of thinking in school. I mean, still applies now for some people for some
Yeah.
reason, which is stupid.
Oh yeah, dude.
But like,
Oh,
wow.
can you imagine if those kind
Mhm.
of people came out in real life and like a girl has in a relationship, so she won't talk to any other boy because she's in a relationship?
Ooh, I've seen it happen online, especially if they like don't go outside.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that is
it's like
unfortunate.
the most weird thing. It's whatever. It's their problem, not mine. But yeah, relationships are a weird thing because even I see older people like kind of be not mature with it
Yeah, but
because
I know some high
they would
schoolers who are
cheat a
very
lot
mature
and
with
stuff.
it. So it's like two
Yes,
ends. What the
which
fuck?
is surprising. So age doesn't really matter. It's just personal experience with how you deal with life.
With how you understand
I
things,
would say is the most important. Yes. Uh huh. How you absorb social skills.
Would you think? Would you say that you
Even
were
though
like
I
you
don't
get?
have.
Did you give online school this time? You were 100%, or did you just like skim out?
You want to take a guess?
I would say, yeah, you put your blood, sweat, and tears into online school. You really worked your ass off. Like
Yeah, all of that. No.
you just skimmed it.
I didn't skim it. I just kind of did all the assignments. I did all the tests. It wasn't that hard to like finish. Took me 5 minutes each assignment, and the
Wow.
tests were easy because uh,
What about what
I
about what?
I
Hold on, hold on. What
listened to
about
the
what
teacher
about
a little bit.
attending your school, attending the class itself? Did you do that honestly, or did you just have the class running and do other shit?
I only skipped like once or twice because I overslept, but
Jesus
because of
Christ.
my mom, yeah, because of my mom, I didn't skip
Yeah.
a lot of
So
classes.
the first day of online school, I attended all the classes. The second day
Hmm.
onwards, I used to log into the class and I used to be on Discord.
Oh yeah, I would also be on Discord, but I just have Zoom running.
Yeah, me too. But I would
I
mute the
attended it,
class.
but I didn't listen. Yeah. I wait, no, I could not mute the class because the teacher would like interact with the kids, and if you went silent, it'd be like just awkward, and I'd felt bad because everyone was doing it. So, you know, maybe a good one.
I would just make an excuse, be like, teacher, my internet's kind of wobbling today, so like, if I don't speak up, faux
Yeah.
shiz, what's up?
Yeah. Also did that kind of once or twice, but I didn't do it often because teacher also be struggling.
But there's
So
actually a
give them
reason.
respect.
Yeah, I understand that, but for
Yeah.
especially the online class, I don't think like learning, especially this online medium, is not that good in my opinion. Like the way the teachers taught, I wasn't really having fun. So
Oh
I
yeah.
chose not to
No.
attend the classes, but that was because I used to make up for it by doing my coursework either myself or use online free resources like Khan Academy or something to study up for the things.
Yeah.
Because I feel that those people were actually trained in the online stuff, so they kind of had a better idea of how to approach it. Our teachers didn't. So I mean, my physics
Yeah.
teacher is probably the best teacher I've had in my life. But even that man struggled with the online thing, and I'm not gonna give him any hate for that because he's probably one of the best teachers I can ever have. But online mode, it's a learning process. I think with a bit of time, sure, but for now,
Yeah. After you pointed that out, my teachers did not really know how to do much of the online
how
experience
did they
because it
do
was
it for
all of
you?
them
Like, what was
was
the
mostly
procedure?
very boring.
Did
They
they use
just
like a blackboard
went
or
into the
something?
Zoom meeting. they would have a presentation. They would talk for the most of the class and give us an assignment. That's mostly it. Or sometimes they would just give us an assignment. Sometimes it would be free class. It was so boring.
What my
So I'd
teachers used
have
to
to
do
use the
was you had to
brain.
go into the
So
Zoom
yeah.
class, and depending
Mm-hmm.
on what class it was, like for math and physics and chem, we used to have my chemistry teacher actually is not really like technologically advanced, I would say. So what she used to do,
That's a nice way to put it.
what she used to do was she used to put her phone on like a stand, and then she used to take a piece of paper and she used to write the shit down. That's how we did chemistry.
Oh,
For physics, my
that
teacher was technologically advanced. He had like an iPad and he had like the Apple Pen fucking going on there, you know. My math
yeah.
teacher was in like she was like in another dimension. She used to prop her phone up on the
Really?
table. She had like a whiteboard, and we used to see the whole fucking whiteboard and do it like that.
Wow.
She felt that if
They
that was the
okay. Your
closest experience
teachers,
to classroom, so she was like, "We'll do that."
yeah, your teachers really have like a variety of ways to like do with
Yeah,
online school. Because my teachers always did the same thing: PowerPoint or like do a whiteboard, not like an actual whiteboard, but like a software whiteboard, so
yeah.
they could write. But it was all digital, all boring,
My yeah, the
all
same
gray,
thing my teacher
honestly.
said too. They said that
Oh yeah, and I have to like
yeah.
I'd have to wear uniforms, which sucked.
Wait, for online school, really? Oh
Yeah,
my
I had
god.
to wear the upper part of my uniform,
That
not the
that
bottom,
I am really
because
fucking sorry,
you
but
couldn't see my
that
butt.
is fucking
But yeah,
stupid.
it's okay because my brother had to wear the full thing
Oh, never mind.
and like take a picture,
Why?
but he only had to take a picture. We had to have our video on, so
Okay, boys, this is where
I
we
mean, I
talk
guess
about the
it's for like
racism part of Mirza school experience, I think.
the racism part of school.
Actually, speaking of racism, I mean, do you have any fucking are the kids in your school racist or something? Would you call them?
Uh, I wouldn't say racist because like it's mutual because we have a black classmate, right? Or he's brown. I don't know if he's African, but he's brown.
Yeah.
But we'd make fun of him and he'd laugh. It's not he didn't take much offense. Like
No.
you've never said like please stop doing this, don't like this. But it was all fun and games.
Hmm.
Like if he'd say that we'd probably stop.
I mean,
So
yeah.
there's that. I don't think it's racism, but like
No,
nowadays
I
I
don't think
think
so.
it's being called racism if you make fun of it.
I mean,
No,
from
no,
if
like
you yeah,
online,
but if you look
definitely
at it
you're
like
gonna get called for.
from a like, I mean, I understand like making those kind of jokes to people you know that you're friends with because they kind of understand where you're
Like
coming from.
definition wise,
Definition wise, yeah, sure,
definition wise,
but like even from a
I guess
bystander's
not though.
perspective, think about it.
It shouldn't be though, because like you're not like degrading them. You're just having fun with them.
Yeah, true, but like,
If they agree to it, it should be fine.
yeah, but if it's someone you
We just
know, I
call them
don't
like
really don't
dark.
see a problem with it. Just dark.
Yeah, because room gets dark. Oh, it's this guy. It's this guy again. Oh, it's black. Yeah,
Dude.
it wasn't really like slavery or nothing. It was
Yeah,
just
of
that.
course. What the fuck? Why would you say that? You of course you want to make fun of that. That actually happened. Actually, when you said room gets dark, it reminded me of this thing. You have power cuts in your school? Power go out?
We had
Like when you had physical school.
a power at school. Yeah, we had a power, essentially like a power bank at
Okay,
the
so
roof of
my
the school,
school,
so we didn't
sometimes during
get
like a
a
windy
power
day or
cut.
something, power would sometimes just cut out for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And every time the
Mm-hmm.
power would go out, every single child in my class would go, ooh. It would be like a room full of kids fucking yelling because the
Why?
power went out.
But that don't make sense.
I don't.
Oh, what?
I
Just
don't.
like turn off the lights, like woo.
Yeah, exactly.
That actually reminded me of what happened in middle school, eighth grade.
Yeah.
Native English conversations
What the
class
fuck is
was the name
that?
of the class, and there was an earthquake. It
Oh,
was just English with actual native English speaker. But yeah, there was an earthquake happened at school. That wasn't a sentence, but yeah,
Yeah.
earthquake happened. Projector wobbled. Right, everyone looked at the projector. It wobbled a shit ton, and after the projector stopped wobbling, the girls started screaming and ran outside.
Jesus Christ. I remember when
So like
the
after the projector wobbled, like it stopped,
yeah,
they screamed.
Jesus Christ.
You know what you're gonna say?
I remember when Nepal had earthquake, like a pretty bad one. It was in the news and everything. That's probably the reason why you had earthquakes too from Nepal. They had like tremors all across. China felt it, India felt it, and shit. Right? We didn't really feel it.
Really?
Yeah, but when that happened, the teachers thought it would be a good idea to have like like drills, earthquake drills and stuff.
Uh, yeah.
So what they would do is basically like they would simulate it. They would be like, okay guys, now this is the earthquake happening. Tell me what you're gonna do. And you know what every single child used to do? They used to take their school
What?
bags with them. And you're like, no, the school bag is not as important as your life. You realize this. I hope you do realize this. But that's not but this one's from Prada,
Yeah.
right? So like fucking Gucci bag, bro.
I can't afford this anymore. Okay, teacher.
This is, my dad said no more.
No more.
No more expensive bags for
Oh,
you.
no more. No,
This is the
no
one.
more Prada bags for you.
No more Pradas.
Yeah, but like I think if a earthquake happened, I would still grab my laptop and my camera at least, or my phone.
Oh.
I would not go empty-handed because it's the most important thing, I guess, to me. Because like, what are you gonna do after like if I go outside and my stuff gets crushed? Just do nothing.
I mean, yeah.
So you might
But
have
like
a phone with
back
it.
then, the whole time we didn't really have. No one really. I mean, we were allowed to bring phones, but no one did because it wasn't really necessary.
Yeah,
So we just had the
yeah.
only thing we had in our bags were books and shit. So it didn't really, honestly, didn't fucking matter. So I'm for some reason kids were I wasn't like the second we did the drills, I would just get up and leave. Like I would be like, "I boys, see ya. I'm going. I'll see you guys
Oh
next time."
yeah.
Also, this is really really sad, I think, but
On.
the earthquake drill was the first time I ever held a girl's hand.
Oh, that is sad, but like I don't know.
Exactly.
It's good that you're not one of those kids who are just like with girls and like those kind of
Oh, dude, no way, dude.
friendships, I guess.
I would start fucking
Well,
sweating
there's like
bullets.
good. Yeah, there would be or there is good relationships between like girls and boys, but some of them could get bad.
Yeah, true, agreed, easily.
Like like there's like
That's I think my
sexual tension
biggest
and
yeah, that's
whatnot
my
at
biggest
early
fear
age.
about
What you want?
like like when you're friends with a girl, like really good friends. My
Yeah,
biggest fear is like something might happen between you two and then it's gonna end up going really bad, really fast.
yeah. I was just nervous with girls. I think I'm still nervous around girls in real life, probably, but I don't know yet because I've never talked to an actual girl. I think I
I've
did
never talked
maybe
to
in
an
high
actual
school,
girl.
but we never like talk often. Bro, okay,
Woman?
listen.
What is that?
I don't talk to people often. Woman, what? I did talk to this girl actually. He had a crush on my friend, and then she said to people, or like there was a rumor that she had a crush on me, and then that's how we started talking. But we were chill. But when online school started, she kind of became not active. She's just watched like a lot of K drama
Oh
and not
wow.
responding to text. So I just got bored and did other stuff like Discord.
would
Yeah, true
you
friend right there.
would you say that you were happy with the way your social life panned out in high school? Is there anything you'd like to change? Not just about you, but about
I
others
wouldn't
too.
I wouldn't say I was happy about it, but I'm fine with it.
It could have been worse.
If with everything happening. It could have been worse. I could have gotten like physically abused. Could
Yeah,
have
yeah.
gone
There's a lot of things that could have
like
happened, but they
way
didn't, and that's
way
good.
worse. And the thing that happened, I could have. I'm learning from it, so I don't regret.
No regrets again. That is
Well,
perfect.
except for the fact that I had to like study.
Yeah, who the fuck
Like
likes
the
studying?
things I studied, I don't remember.
Really?
I don't remember them. Like
I only
yeah,
remember
even
the
in high
shit
school, I don't
from
remember
math,
much.
physics, and chem. A little bit of chem, not too much. I actually hate chem, but math and physics, I remember quite a lot from there. The rest of the shit, I don't remember anything.
Math, I don't. I just don't remember much.
What do you
But
mean you don't remember
if
much?
I
You
look
always
at
talk
them,
about math. You're always going, can we do math?"
yeah, 2 + 2, 6. No.
2 + 2 = 6 moment.
Well, if I looked at them back again, I would probably like recognize them, but I would not remember them the top of my head.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. So what about
But yeah, I've been out of school. So about what?
university? You think how high school panned out? You think
Oh,
university? Any expectations? What do you have in mind?
I'm gonna go through university the same way as I did high school, which is not giving a damn about actual studying.
Just focus on like
And I'm planning to just pursue what I want to do. Yeah, because it wasn't my idea uh, to like do university.
do
And
you want to
thinking
do
about my
university?
future as well, it doesn't really university.
Yeah,
No,
you don't want to?
I really don't want to. Yeah, but my parents kind of like has a thinking of you need to go. If you don't, you're gonna die.
Actually, that
So
part's kind of I think that's a bit too extreme, but honestly, in my opinion, just going to like if you don't know exactly, do you know exactly what you want to do in life?
more or less, not very exactly,
Exactly,
but I
right?
know the
I think
paths
no,
and how to.
if you
Yeah,
don't know much about what you want to do, I would recommend getting
yeah,
a normal,
university.
yeah, going just to get a normal degree. Just do it. So when if then you get more educated on what you want to do during that time,
Yeah,
and if that doesn't pan out, you have something to fall back on. You know?
yeah, or like if you're just unsure of what you want to do.
Yeah.
But I already set on what I want to do, which is just being with cars, cameras, video,
Woman.
photo. So that kind of sets it to me recording cars. Okay, I'm not comfortable with women, so I'm gonna just stick with one. But yeah, I actually know what I'm gonna do. But the sad thing is, my parents don't believe in actually just like pursuing what do you mean uh life goal, I guess. Now they believe in still studying, even though you don't like it.
Wow.
But I'm still registering to multiple universities just to be in university, which sucks, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
What about you though?
sometimes you just gotta do it.
Your university plans?
Oh, I've applied to a bunch of places in and out. I think I gave a bunch of exams. I have one coming up too on 16th, and I have one on 13th as well.
Mm,
And right now, I think it's just about getting through them because all of them are like aptitude exams, not really question based. You just have to like they're gonna ask you like reasoning type questions to see what kind of person you are. Because no university wants a serial
mm,
killer. I think that's just
true
fair.
that. True that.
I think going to university is something I wanted to do. I don't think I definitely I understand that there are career paths you can do without going there, but personally I kind of want to go to university. I want to get a college education. I want to get a degree in
Uh,
like something engineering
do
related.
you have like any reason
I think
to
my
have?
biggest reason is that number one, m- I am more of a believer in getting skills in your degree rather than the theory part. So if I'm say I'm gonna do mechanical engineering, right? What's the point of me doing mechanical engineering if I don't know how to tighten a wrench? That doesn't really make
Mm,
sense to me.
mm,
So if I'm gonna take the education, because it's gonna teach me some valuable stuff, I agree with that. But I also want to learn how to apply that valuable stuff, and I want to be good at it. So I
yeah.
want to get the best of both worlds. And the main reason I want to go to university is because like all of the courses they offer is like all of it is like stuff I'm genuinely like I would want to do like engineering, yeah, sure, like design. That's like I applied to design was my first choice, design and architecture actually, because I think industrial design, product design, and that kind of stuff is something I'm very interested in. So I think going to university might just help me get a better look on. Oh, that's what you do. You don't just draw dicks on your notebook.
That's right. Yeah, you don't want dicks in your products.
Exactly. You
Or
know,
maybe you do. I don't know. Could be
well,
like a
depending on the
marketing thing
client, yeah.
because like no one does it. Yeah.
Reverse
But
psychology.
the thing with me, I'd prefer learning it myself instead of university because I just don't like the way you just sit down and listen to this one guy. I'd like to have my
Hmm.
own pace of learning and like not get like I don't know, pressured, not pressured. I just don't like the way school does it.
Yeah,
I
like
just
the
like learning
timed
on my
stuff,
own.
like there's
And
deadlines
I
and
think
everything
with
and
the
stuff.
things I want to do, yeah, and like I don't know, but like yeah, I just and I also think the things that I want to do I can learn by myself.
Oh,
Well, I'm not doing architect, I'm not doing like making buildings. No, it's just like
yeah, you said
mostly
cars
freelance stuff
and like
anyways,
video
or
related
more or
stuff,
less.
right?
So, yeah.
You can do that on your. You don't really
So it's
need a
not
college
nothing
education for that. If you think about it, it's
yeah.
all creative fields. I mean, it has to come from the inside.
The heart, the soul.
The real treasure
But
was
I guess I
the
need a
friends we made
degree.
along the way. Actually, the thing is, I
Yeah,
think for if you're gonna work freelance, I genuinely understand the free if for like a freelance oriented field, it's more about the skill set you have.
mm,
But for like an employment
yeah.
kind of field, they kind of do worry about the
Yeah.
degree, and the skill set there, I feel personally doesn't really matter that much. But so that's why most people are like upset with like working a 9 to 5 job because you don't really get to do what you're really good at. You just got to do something mediocre. But if you do freelance and you got to do what you're good at, you got to be good at it. You know?
Yeah, because all I see from people that go to like schools, university, like my dad got employed. Yeah, cool. You get money. Yeah, but you just sit around doing graphs and whatnot, and not. I don't know. I don't see that as how I'd like to enjoy my life.
Yeah,
Like recording and looking at cars, I enjoy doing that. So like, I get money or like potentially get money.
you could.
It
Yeah,
seems
yeah.
like a no-brainer to me.
If you think about it, like
I could. I'd
already straight up, like
yeah.
take like a car commercial. Imagine you got to film one of those,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, that'll be fun. But like comparing it to like what if I made had a job of like making a code line or like codes for a website or something.
Yeah, what if you
I
had to
wouldn't want
fix
to
the
do that.
Pornhub website? You wouldn't want to do that now, would you?
No, I still wouldn't. There's still a lot of code. There's still a lot of code.
I think
Okay, I say
following
code,
what
but like I'm going to a computer engineering, so I don't know what I'm doing.
I mean, I think you're just doing it because, as you know, backup, fall back on again, right? Would you
Yeah.
say you're doing it for that?
No, I'm doing it because it's the most interesting thing I'd do in university. Or like I'd rather do instead of like history.
Yeah, who the
I'm
hell
more
wants
of
to do
a
that?
engineering guy, science guy. Yeah, I don't like plants.
Yeah,
No,
Bill Nye.
no. Too. I don't know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Well, I think that's it,
That's
more or
it.
less.
Pretty
Yeah,
much, yeah.
about school.
You have any closing notes? Anything you want to say before we conclude?
Uh, I would say you should, or people should really prioritize their lives and not really barge into other people's.
Yeah.
Seems like they'll be more happy. I think more or less. Don't take it too much or too seriously, because I mean, there could be some flaws with that. But yeah,
So you mean to
more or
say
less,
like
have
you
fun
do
with life.
you, don't do
No,
others? That sounds sexual,
basically,
but
yeah.
not in that context.
Okay. You're not wrong, but yeah,
All right.
that's about it. Don't want to talk too much. I think it's about time we wrap this up.
We wrap this up. Thank you everybody for tuning in for first episode, the pilot episode. I hope it resonates well with all audiences around. Have a great day and we shall see you all next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.